Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is the third and final episode for the group build. This is where we left off last time. Each tire comes in 4 pieces. It makes for a nice tread pattern and there's no seam. I built it up like a sandwich. It's molded so that you really can't do it wrong. After priming with Mr. Surfacer, I used a circle stencil to make the white walls. I'm not sure why they made the hubs different. They get covered by a cap. The brake plates are also different, front and back. I'm making sure this is going to go on the axle without issue. The spare. Waiting to the end to put the muffler on worked a charm. I decided to reprime all of this. Instinctively, I went with black, but for the light green, I decided to redo it in gray. I applied 3 coats in increasing wetness. That's still gray, where the white will go. Three coats. Then 3 coats of gloss varnish in increasing wetness. I was really happy with how smooth the van box built up. Very positive fit. The van top has this for indexing. There was a little wobble. I started with extra thin and then CA glue once I was happy. The decals in this kit are great. I put some Mr. Mark setter down and then the decals. I'm going to leave the driver door open, so I'll add that at the end. The fit is so good there's no glue. This was easily the most challenging part, the hood. I wanted to make it so I could take the hood off if I wanted. Started by joining the two top halves. I'm just tacking them together so they'll flex. With canopy glue, I used the grill housing as a jig. I then removed the grill and painted and varnished like before. That says, eat more fruit and stay healthy. So this turned out to be more pleasant than I thought. For the crates, I primed and then painted half of the pieces in sandy brown and half in buff. I made effort not to paint them with the same intensity. So they turned out with a great variety, just the two colors. Priming in black is important. For the wood grain, I added a pencil size of burnt sienna and raw umber to 1 mil of VMS Universal Carrier. Wait for it to dry a little, then brush to create the grain density you want. The burnt sienna looked good enough, I didn't bother with the raw umber. I put each of the fruits in cups and then assembled as in the instructions. Used extra thin to lock them in place and soften any mold lines. Everything is primed in Mr. Surfacer Gray. I used variations of 3 different colors: green, red, and yellow. I added white in mixed amounts. I thinned them all so it would get down in the crevices, then covered with thicker paint. Dry brushing on red for the semi-ripe effect. Those lemons look sad. I fixed them. This is Tamiya brown panel liner, cut 50%. Having never painted fruit before, I'm pretty happy with that. This is the frame of the roof rack. I primed it, cut it out, and folded it up with no issues at all. I've used CA glue to attach it here. I highly recommend this kit. It's a pleasure. And thanks to Model Kit Stuff and Rims Models for hosting this group build. I hope you enjoyed. Be well and happy modeling.